Yo, what's up, guys? So I've got another deck for you today, and we've got Hu Tao, Xing Shou, along with Child. And now, I'm really liking this deck. We have one of Hu Tao's talent cards and one weapon because she does pretty well without them, after we're already set up, so don't necessarily need the extra boost, but so that's why we only have one, because it's nice to have them, though. Obviously, we've got some ramping cards. We've got some extra dice there, extra dice here. Lee Su card, highly important to this deck, as well as this for extra dice. This card is amazing. Wow. You take three, any dice. They don't even need to be one element. And you create three the next turn. Now, you can't play both of these in one turn. I watched a video where someone did that, and we figured out that, okay, well, that doesn't work. So just keep that in mind. And then we've got Minty for, both Child and Hu Tao can use normal attacks usually. But here's a brief overview. This deck has been doing very good. The majority of my games so far haven't really been close, and I just thought I'd share I thought I'd share this one. Actually, for a second in this one, it looks like he's gonna sweep me with Bennett, but then we end up pulling it off. So I've seen this deck. I know what the object of this deck is to do. You want to basically get Bennett's burst up and then go to the Electro guy, and then he has
need to end a few enemies.
An attack where he attacks 3 times in a row. So I already know, I'm familiar with this deck. I know what he's going to be doing, or what the basic strategy is. But our strategy, and it's actually more complicated than it looks. Like this deck, I feel like, is a big brain deck. And I won't get into it right away. I'll do it later when we run into it, but so we have the Lee Su card, which you always want to try to start out with that, and then if you get it, then you start out with Tartaglia. And you switch over to Xing Shou, so that way we can start out on him with 1 energy, obviously,
Chivalry
for the
will
burst.
never die.
Basic idea of the deck is you are setting up with Hu Tao, so you're applying Pyro as well as Hydro, Pyro, Hydro, Pyro, Hydro, and you're doing 6 damage with a normal attack. So we ramp up for the next 2 turns with a couple extra dice, which is always nice. While they manage to get Bennett's enough energy for his burst here. It's pretty much what we need. So he attacks a helmet.
Everybody stand back!
And does his burst, and he's down to 2 dice. We go ahead and get our burst, and we're at 7 dice. But he goes ahead and normals attack.
Send one, send them all.
And we switch to Hu Tao to get up her little pyro thing. Which, let's go ahead and, here, let me pause it, sorry. Let's go ahead and check on that. So, Guide to Afterlife. This character gains, however you say that. And what it does, right, is when the character to which this is attached to uses a charged attack, you apply a Blood Blossom. And what the heck is a Blood Blossom, right? So, a Blood Blossom, you deal 1 pyro damage to the character to which this is attached. So let's just keep that in mind, that any time that we do a charged attack,
may knowledge guide you.
We're going to be applying a Blood Blossom, which will activate at the end of the turn. Now, the other thing we did was attach Skyward Spine, which it deals +1 damage, and then if they are doing a normal attack, it deals another 1 damage. So Hu Tao, you know, gonna be doing quite a few damage, especially, you know, one with the burst of Xing Cho. We're gonna be doing the Hydro, and we're gonna be getting a Vaporize. So Hu Tao is pretty much set up, and we don't really need Xing Cho anymore, so we're gonna swap back to him because he's gonna die next turn. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get I'm Not Dead yet. I always like get that card when a character's gonna die, but we just didn't have to get it yet. Now, I'm making an interesting play here because we had 3 Pyro Dice, but I'm actually thinking, you know what? I'm gonna switch to Tartaglia after he's done.
I am
Because I don't
outplayed.
really want Hu Tao to get damaged too much
Who's
just
next?
yet. So yeah, so we had 10 dice. So here's the other thing that you gotta wonder about too with Child, right? So we used Foul Legacy, Raging Tide. After the character uses a charged attack, apply Riptide to character. Character deals +1 damage target. Characters with Riptide attached. After skills are used against characters affected by Riptide, deal 1 piercing damage to the next opposing off-field character twice per round. So that's why this deck is a little bit complicated, is because you want to be trying to do charged attacks in order to get these things like Riptide and this Blood Blossom.
Send one, send them all.
So here I decide, since we got Hu Tao's card, which sorry, I was gonna grab that. So we got Hu Tao's card, which, where did it go? Yeah, when your Hu Tao, who has this card equipped, has no more than 6 HP, deal +1 damage. So the less HP we are, so we're we're gonna be doing tons of damage here. We do +1 damage there, plus this, you know, plus the Skyward Spine, plus the Blood Blossom. Tons and tons of damage. So, now that I feel like we have Hu Tao set up, we are gonna stay in and fight his Bennett. So I say tons of damage because I actually didn't do the calculation ahead of time, so I don't know how much damage this is going to take, but
Everybody stand back!
let's see. So he's got Hydro applied on him already, and he has +2 shield. So let's see how much we do. Oh no, okay, I thought he added the loads, I added the loads. So we do 8 damage there, because it was 5... you know, +2 for the shield, +1, plus he has the Blood Blossom on him as well. So here, we go ahead and normal attack, get the Blood Blossom on him as well, and I don't think he realized that or knew what that even does, because we are going to attack with Tartaglia, KO him, and he comes back for 1 HP, and I'm pretty sure he's thinking next turn he's just going to pop off the 5 Electro, but he is going to die to the Blood Blossom. Or the Vaporize, actually, because he has that. We Blood Blossom, and it actually did 3 damage. And we're gonna do 3 damage to Bennett as well. So this Blood Blossom, I feel like I don't see a whole lot of people utilizing it with this Hydro application. I feel like it's really good. so we've got some Hydro dice here. And I believe he goes first. Yeah, he's going first. He's gonna go ahead and set up healing and attack. Now, I don't want Tartaglia to die just yet, plus Hu Tao doesn't mind taking
Is it time for
damage
me to join
here.
you?
So we're gonna switch back to Hu Tao. He attacks, and now our burst is gonna knock him out because he's at 6 health. And it's gonna heal us up for +3.
Higher, pants on fire!
And so now he comes back with 3, and he's got Pyro application, which this is where the craziness happens. So, we have these two, so technically we have 6 dice, and he doesn't know that.
Keep your eyes wide
So
open.
we switch back to Tartaglia, and I figured out that if I equip a Gambler's and
Tidal wave.
attack, he will die. He'll have to be switched to Bennett. We'll get 2 more dice. Plus we have another one. And we just so happen to be melee stance where our burst does 7 damage.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
5 because he has a
This
2
is
shield.
just my... Ugh.
But, so when I started making this deck, I thought it was going to be mainly a Hu Tao deck and just kind of do like Xingqiu with Hu Tao. But Child, don't sleep on Child. He actually puts in work in this deck. He's done a lot of work throughout the matches because people know Hu Tao is the DPS, so they're focused on him. So they're focused on her. But he's good too. He's not a passenger in this deck. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Hope you guys learned something and enjoyed. Have a good one.